Alright, I'm here. This is actually the second or third time I've tried to make this video in the last 5 minutes. What I want to talk about today is we talked about raiding and early game dominance. I've moved into a little bit, I'd probably still say early, but we're getting into a little bit later game where people with battleships and that kind of stuff are flying around. So what I want to cover now is I just want to dig into how to successfully attack once the game has developed a little bit more. You're still raiding, but it's not quite the same dynamic. As you can see, I've got cruisers now. My fleet's all at home for this video. I wanted to show you how to find targets as well as attack them. I've lost quite a lot of fleet lately, doing stupid stuff. I lost my entire fleet to an expedition. That was dumb. Apparently when it says this space has been explored in the bottom of the message, stop sending your fleet, because it will die. So now I have 7 heavy fighters and 6 cruisers. That's pretty much it. So I can't kill a whole lot. I have 16 small cargoes, which is nice. My colony's developing nicely, but that's not overly important. Okay, so let's dig right into it. I have 5 fleet slots. I have no fleets moving right now. I only have 7 probes. That's an issue. It's going to make this video a little bit harder, but it will come with time. If you look at what I'm building, I'm actually building more probes, so that'll be nice. So for right now, the first step we're going to take is we need to find a target. I know my rank, it's 478. Not a big deal. Okay, so we've talked about honor points before. We're actually going to use high scores as part of our way to find targets. So we've talked about this before. I'm going to go to military. As you can see, everybody is yellow, which means it's honor points. That's not really what I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is my military rank here. I'm 365. I have 365 points in fleet. I have 38 ships. This is fleet. I don't believe it's defenses. I believe it's just fleet. Pretty sure. I have to check, but I'm pretty sure it's just fleet. So this tells me that these players have that same amount. So I know that anybody that's yellow is going to have around 400 fleet. I also know that what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on a random player here. Okay, so these players all have about 400 fleet or more. And they are all ranked top 300 except this guy. Which means if he's ranked 800, that means I can kill him. Mind you, the one I clicked on the scoreboard is kind of far away. It's system 49. I'm 445, so that's too far to be worth it. But I'm pretty sure I could take his military out, which is important. That's just something that I wanted you to understand as you went through. Because right now you're going to be clicking through the galaxy view, right? So as you well know at this point, green is new, but I can't attack him. He's not established enough. Blue is vacation mode. Gray is inactive, which means anybody can attack them. So they don't usually have a lot of resources because they haven't played in over a week, sometimes 2 weeks. 3 weeks, they get really dark. But that means, they're still producing resources, not a lot of them, so if you're desperate, you can attack them. Alright, so as you saw, we went one system over. Now this is how you identify targets. Okay, so I'm going to go down through this list, and I'm going to just talk about each of them briefly. I'm going to skip inactives from this point. Well, no, not quite from this point. So you're going to look at their rank. Remember how we talked about ranks? This one's 3,500. There's 3,700 people on the server, so this guy has nothing. This guy's 35. This guy's 21. So you know what? I'm going to espionage probe him, because he's going to have more resources. Because that means at level 20, at 2,100, that means he's about half. He's half one of the best players, and he's been active, so he probably has quite a bit of resource gathering abilities. Now I have some noobs. CSB fighter is a blue. He's my buddy. Now, I recently left his alliance. His alliance disbanded, as you can see, so he's allianceless right now. So he would be totally fair game. I don't know him that well. I wouldn't feel bad about attacking him. And what's keeping me from attacking him, espionaging him at this point, is this right here. It says that it has activity in the last 59 minutes. If I espionage probe him, which I will, it'll say that. Now, why that's important is that means he has logged in or been attacked, not probed. This little red one here means it's either been probed or attacked in the last hour. Or the last 15 minutes. So that's not as big a deal. If it has this number here, if it has a number under an hour, that means he has logged in and done something or has been attacked. So if he's been attacked, there's no point in me doing anything. And if he's logged in, he is almost guaranteed to log in again. The chances of you catching him as he's logging off for a couple of hours is pretty slim if he's logged in the last hour or so. So I espionage him just to show you guys how it works. So he's connected to this colony. So this one's also been in the last hour. He just didn't select that colony specifically. Aripo here is ranking 522. Now I'm 478. That means he's probably well within my grasp. His alliance is ranked 27. It's not too scary. I'm not real scared of him. I'm like my alliance rank was like 15th. It's expanded now. I'm like 20th, but I'm still not too worried about a rank 27 alliance. You don't want to piss off their alliance because that'll be really counterproductive. And it's a colony, so that means I know it's not going to be well defended. I don't recognize this name, which means he doesn't have his main base anywhere close to me. So that means I'm going to go ahead and espionage it. Okay. So that's it for this one here. So I'm going to go over to this next one. All noobs, one inactive. The inactive's 3,000, not interested. Alright, so here's some more inactives. He's 3,000, 32, 24. That might be worth my time. I'm going to check. I don't want to waste fleet slots. If I had unlimited fleet slots, I'd be attacking all these inactives all the time. Now, Poet has been online in the last 15 minutes, 17 minutes. No point in me even trying to attack him, because he's just going to fleet save and move everything. Deluxe. I've attacked him a few times. Now, this is personal knowledge. This isn't anything to do from the screen. He has a smartphone or something and always checks Ogame, even in the middle of the night. Because I've tried to kill him a few times, and he always stops me. So I'm going to hop into messages. So I've filled all my fleet slots. Some of them are returned. Here you go. So you have 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to wait. Oh, it's 40 seconds. So when this one comes in, I'm going to refresh. Okay, so I'm going to go in here. I have 3 messages now. 4. Oh, I lost. Okay, so what happened here is his defenses attacked me and killed me. Usually you wouldn't see this report, but this tells me he only has 1 defense. So I can go in here, and I'm going to see that he has a small cargo, which is embarrassing to be killed by. He has no defenses, and he has no other fleet at this place. He has 50 weapons and 40 armor. I can easily kill that. Now, what's going to happen is if I delete this here, the next one's going to come up is the resources, which means he has 16,000 metal and 17,000 crystal that is completely undefended. I want to tap that. I'm going to hit that. I'm going to hit Repo, or whatever his name is. Because my failed espionage attempt still got me the information, but only a little tiny bit of it. It only gave me the top part, not all of it. I got all of it from the combat report because he only had a small cargo, so it didn't kill my probe the first round. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to delete this. I'm going to save it. I'm going to go to the next one. I'm going to go right on to the next one. See, I told you CSB fighter, he just logged on, he has no resources, so I'm just going to delete that right off. Nick, not enough resources for me to bother with, so I'm going to delete that. I don't want you to see that. Okay. Go away. Okay, so that means my other fleet slots have gotten home. Oh gosh, another failure. Okay, so this is what it says if your probe gets caught. There's a counter-espionage % chance, which is based on their espionage technology and the amount of espionage probes on their planet, as well as I think based on a small basis on how much fleet is there in general. This is what happens if it dies, for sure. It doesn't send back a battle report, it just dies. Now, Deluxe doesn't have that much. The deuterium and crystal might be worth going after. Oh, chance of counter-espionage is 100, which means he has a lot of espionage probes and a lot of fleet. So I'm not even going to bother with that. I'm just going to exit. And soda name, not much point of looking too hard into that one either, because there's no resources, okay? So hopefully this has helped. This gives us, out of those 5, I found 1. I found this colony that I'm going to attack for sure, because that's going to give me 15,000 resources that are pretty valuable. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go where I left off, which is here. No, here. Okay. I espionage him. This guy, pointless at this point. What happens if I log in later and he hasn't logged in? I'll espionage him. This guy is ranked 282. His alliance is ranked 10th. I don't really want to dick with that, because he's going to kill me. Okay? These guys are noobs. This guy is 1200. He just logged on, so I'm not going to mess with him. What I am going to do is, since his alliance is 23, that's not very strong. Mash here is ranked 11111. You know what? He's worth taking a peek. So I'm going to espionage him real quick. That's it for that one. So I'm going to come over here. Big G is 3500, 2400. You know what? That's worth a look at. You never know. You might have stuff. Residual glows, rank 144. I want to mess with that. 363, too high for me. 832, you know what? That's possible. Let's check that out. Because I'm 480, which means I might have enough military to break his defenses and his fleet. That leaves me 2 fleet slots. So move on to the next one. Claymore 2400. That's again worth me checking out. And eventually, once you've been playing in a galaxy for a little while, you're going to know that Claymore either does or does not have resources. You won't even need to espionage them. But for the sake of just target acquisition, I just want to go through this and help you find them. I almost always espionage people that are not online if they are not green, blue, or yellow, because that means pretty decent chance they're a good target. This guy's just logged on. This guy's ranked 932, and he's worth honor points. So if I can kill this guy, I want to, because I want the honor points, but my fleet slots are full. So we're going to hop back into the main menu and check just as these come in. Now see, this guy has 40,000 crystal and 37,000, or 40,000 metal and 37,000 crystal, and 13,000 deuterium. I cheated. I spied on this guy earlier because I didn't think to make this video. I've been kind of gotten out of the habit of making videos. And I found it, and I went through and I espionaged it as best I could. So this is what I came up with here. And now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this, because this is quite a lot of defense for my fleet. I have a hard time taking on light lasers because I have no rapid fire against them, but light fighters and rocket launchers, I have good rapid fire with my cruisers, which we'll talk about. But I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to tell if that's going to be a good fight or not. Alright, so I have a few more that have come in. Alpha, I know he has pretty good defenses, so I'm not actually going to espionage, but that's just from me knowing. But usually this would be a target you definitely espionage. There's 50,000 resources there almost. You want it. You want to espionage that. Claymore doesn't have much. Alright, now this is big. Furion has a lot, but he has a lot of light lasers. I can't take that out. I know that right off, so I'm just going to delete it. Hokugo doesn't have anything. Alright, so I've acquired targets. Or I've kind of acquired targets. I'm going to unfull screen here real quick. And I'm going to go into... I'm going to use this right here. Sorry, I usually would have had this set up, but I didn't think I'd use it. I'm going to go to Speed Sim. I'm going to go Speed Sim Online. That's going to bring up this page. I think we talked about Speed Sim before. I'm going to hop right into this Chihuahua. Okay. And I'm going to copy paste it right into here. Now, when I hit read in, what it's going to do is it's going to take all the information and put it in here. And the information I have, I'm going to take from myself. Since I don't know his weapon and his weapons, shielding, and hardware technology, I'm going to leave it blank and assume that we're about even. Now, I'm going to go to my fleet. I have 6 cruisers. I have 7 heavy fighters. 2 light fighters. And let's say I send all my small cargoes. So if I hit enter, it's going to tell me what's going to be left. Well, I'll kill him. So after 5 rounds, I'm 100% guaranteed to win. However, I'm going to lose just about everything that isn't a cruiser. I'm not really interested in that, because that means I'm going to lose 50,000 metal and 40,000 crystal, which is way more than I'm going to get. Because this theoretic plunder right here. That's not worth it. So what I'm going to try to do is I really need a better espionage probe. As you see, I probed them 3 times, sending more and more probes every time. So I'm going to hit attack. I only have 5 probes. That's terrible. Okay, I'm going to send them and see what I get. So always make sure to change it to espionage. Alright, so I've done that. Now they're going to go espionage. So let's say he only has 30, and I have 50, 30, 50. That makes a huge difference. See how much more of my stuff survived? I'm going to lose 25,000 metal, 21,000 crystal. And so I'd almost break even. Maybe including the deuterium, I would break even. I'm not really looking to break even. I'm looking to make a profit. So I really need to find out his tech. Just find out, because if he has no tech, man, I've got this. Because look, if I do this, I don't lose anything. If somebody has 0 tech and you have decent tech like 30 and 50, you're gonna win, hands down. So I'm just gonna full screen this back up. Hopefully this espionage probe will show me, but I'm pretty sure it won't. I am building another heavy cruiser, or not a heavy cruiser. Gosh, let's test first. Building another cruiser, so that should help. Yeah, we'll dig into this espionage report right here. Yeah, see, it doesn't give me the research. I need 1 more probe, or 2 more probes, to get his research information, which I'm going to need to wait for that to build. And once those are built, I'll be able to take care of business. I would like to say, thanks for watching. I would appreciate questions, comments, rude remarks. I'm looking forward to some of those, and as always, play safe.